Lauren Boebert got absolutely wrecked on the floor of the House this week when she tried to introduce an amendment to a must-pass spending bill that would, of course, prevent the federal government from spending any of these appropriations on so-called sanctuary cities. Well, this didn't sit too well with Democratic Representative Steny Hoyer, and Mr. Hoyer decided to ask Bobert point blank on the floor of the House, show me in the bill where the money is going to sanctuary cities. That's not even what this bill is for, he said. So Bobert, could you please just show us what the hell you're talking about? And as per usual, Bobert could not point out anything in that legislation that did what she alleges the government wanted to do. Here she is getting absolutely destroyed by Steny Hoyer on the House floor. Take a look.
I'm asking if you'll yield for a question.
Sure, ask your question.
What funds in this bill are used for the purposes you are opposed to?
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear the gentleman. I was getting clarification. This is precautionary.
Precautionary for what? I'm asking.
There are sanctuary city policies.
Yes, I understand. I understand what
that are in place that are allowing the refuge of illegal aliens in these cities, and there is an influx in crime and drugs.
I understand
in these cities, and there's no way for these folks to even report what is taking place because they are protected under this fake policy that has been created that is subduing the actual rule of law that we have in the Constitution of the United States.
Funds, right? I understand that. But what you've said is none of the funds in this bill can be spent for that objective.
And that is precautionary.
What funds are in this bill to be spent for that objective?
I have seen this administration use all sorts of funds
to
protect illegal aliens. And this
reclaiming my time, Ms.
to
Bobert.
ensure that it will not be.
Reclaiming my time. There are no funds in this bill to do that. So this is just an opportunity for you to stand and perhaps speak about an important subject. I understand that, but there are no funds in this bill to accomplish that objective.
So let me go ahead and just kind of sum up what Representative Hoyer was doing there. Because not only did he put Bobert back on her heels and she's like, I didn't hear you, I was talking to this person. But no, we're doing this not because it is in there, but because it may happen, even though technically because it's an appropriations bill, it actually can't happen that way because the funds are only directed for what Congress says they can be used for. But still, let's just do it for the sake of doing it. So Hoyer pointed out that, hey, you wanted to get some brownie points, right? You know, you wanted to make a splash with conservatives, maybe, and I'm sure Hoyer was thinking this even though he didn't say it. Maybe you're looking at a very tough re-election race because of your theatrics, we'll call them. And so you needed a win. You needed something that was going to show your conservative base that, hey, I can still do things, even though, I'm in trouble for doing other things. I can still do things in Congress. That's what Hoyer was pointing out. That your actions here today in the House of Representatives, Lauren, this isn't about actually trying to solve a problem. This is about you trying to get some brownie points with the people who currently despise you because of what you did during Beetlejuice. And for the record, let's go ahead and address Lauren Boebert's talking points, right? I'm not going to let her just get away with those lies, talking about these sanctuary cities and, oh my God, the crime is overwhelming in these cities. No, it's not. There's not a ton of research available, but there are statistics. So we can look at the statistics and we actually see that in these so-called sanctuary cities, the more immigrants that come into a sanctuary city, the lower the crime rate drops. The homicide rate, according to the government's own statistics, when you have X number of immigrants, every time you hit a new data point in the number of immigrants that come into a sanctuary city, the homicide rate actually drops by 0.5 percentage point. So you put more immigrants in there, you have fewer murders. You have less crime overall. And do you all know why that is? It's It's because these are people who, yes, may be in the country illegally, so if they get in trouble, if they break the law, the punishments for them are going to be far more severe because they're likely going to be deported back to a place where they may not stand a chance of surviving. So those folks actually obey the law more than U.S. citizens. So let's just make sure that we're all on the same page, that not only is Lauren Boebert lying about what happens in sanctuary cities, but she clearly also has no idea what's in the very legislation that she is trying to amend. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.